Hi everybody, here's Krystian from Teamworkcast.
And I am Putty, esoteric master of the original Netrunner and founder of the Free Katie Jones Society.
And a real Wookiee. This is the 22nd of February. This is Marburg Game Store Championship. There we go. The store that it is the championship of is Game It in Marburg. And this is the round number 2, second game. I'm on the left. I'm playing Leela. And on the right is we have René playing the Blue Sun. We saw René being incredibly aggressive with Blue Sun in the first round. But I've been playing with Leela for a long time, and you know, all my training has led to this, and I'm gonna unleash a Leela.
I feel like at this particular moment, this is when, like, in Top Gun, like Iceman and Maverick are looking at each other in their F-15s, and they're like, I would have sex with you right now if I wasn't so aggressive and competing against you.
That's exactly how I feel
at this table.
That's exactly
right
it. We came in here in the same car. We came here in René's car. He has a really sweet Audi. And we brought up throughout this road trip. Anyways,
so what you're saying, Final Fantasy 15 about that road trip, right?
Exactly like that. Exactly like Final Fantasy 15. We see René starting out with an oversight AI on an archer, so that's already a pretty hefty strike right now. Very big sentry in front of a R&D. No HQ.
Just reach across the table and punch him.
And of course, there's a lot of table talk going on because we're both, in good mood. That was kind of like a perfect. I talked about to you and previously, Nick, but this is one of my favorite games from this tournament.
One of your favorite games from this tournament. There's a lot riding on this particular tournament. I'm looking forward to seeing if it lives up to the hype.
Anyway, we see a hedge fund from my side, which is, I guess, a sure gamble. And then I'm running on the R&D. I'm going to check what the R&D does. He only has 4 credits, so what can he rest? And I'm saying, like, come on, René, it's just 4 credits. What can you rest with 4 credits? What can
he can rest a lot with 4 credits.
And he's a Blue Sun. He has mostly big eyes, and René is thinking about this. He decides to rest Data Raven, which is, of course, a horrible thing to do for me right now. So this looks really bad for Leela. Leela wants to bounce things, and there is nothing bounceable right now.
This is the trace, right?
It's, I get a tag, and then there's a trace, and if that trace succeeds, then that ice gets a token, and that token gives me a tag. But I can decide to jack out before I counter it, and I do that, draw a card, prepare for my assault. Not a very aggressive start like we saw last time. Instead, just installing a same old thing.
But you know what? That's okay. That is okay.
Yeah, sometimes you need to prepare. Leela is kind of like a person who needs to find an opening and exploit the hell out of it.
That's true.
And so René gets back all his monies because he was down to 0 through this recent rest, installs something in front of R&D, feels all secure behind his archer, which...
Little does he know.
I don't know. It's archer is for a pretty good defense right now. Although I don't have any programs that could be trashed, so... And I'm being aggressive. I'm running on the R&D, and this time around he has enough money to rest the hive. Again, locking me out, locking Leela out.
My name is Leela.
Leela. And René even puts like immediately credits on the hive because this hive won't stay unrest for a very long time. Rest for a very long time. His ability as Blue Sun, he can take back rest cards and get the credits for them. And meanwhile, I dirty laundry on his archives. I have to say, like, the Leela I'm playing right now is a version of Endless Waltz by Cerberus, which I renamed to Endless Twerk.
Endless Twerk.
Because I will be so aggressive, I will put my butt in René's face so he can smell my dirty laundry. And we see René oversight AI-ing the curtain wall in front of R&D right now. So 2 oversight AIs here right now. René is having a good time right now. I'm starting to do calculations if I can break this curtain wall right now, but we arrive at the conclusion that it would be very difficult.
I would agree with that.
Even if I can play Corroder right now, I would have to basically invest all my money to get rid of this curtain wall. So considering that this was supposed to be like this awesome game, it's not a very good start right now, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm kind of disappointed right now.
How can Leela find her way out of the situation? There's a lot of thinking going on. This was a very strategic game. We had time.
What would Leela do?
What WW
LD.
Ludum Dare. What would Ludum Dare? Thinking about this, drawing a card. Apparently I'm preparing an assault. I'm still not exactly sure what to do right now. Looking for answers in my deck. Second click, I'm gonna do something. An inside job on the HQ, skipping over that archer here, getting to see a card from his hand, and it is the data raven that we just bounced on.
Oh, man.
But then emergency shutdown on the curtain wall. Bam!
Oh! No, man, that card would stay on there.
Yeah. Oh, man, you even know that. That's good.
I mean, I've played a lot of Glacier in my time, man. That card would stay on there, and if it's ever broken...
Yeah. So yeah, René was adamant about it's being trashed.
Even I know that.
I wasn't so sure, so I didn't question it. But he said that it gets trashed. It doesn't get trashed. It stays on the card. It only gets trashed if the card gets trashed. The ice gets trashed. I think he misread the FAQ there. Because he said like, oh, it's an FAQ, and yeah, I think he did a misread. I did run on R&D there, but I didn't saw anything. He installs a Jackson, draws 2 cards. But it's really good because now we know exactly there's a curtain wall in front of R&D, so this R&D is not protected unless he manages to get 14 credits. Right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. The cool thing is, like, he cannot use his ability on unrest cards. He cannot get back unrest cards. He won't probably get back the archer here because the archer costs a agenda to res, right? So that wouldn't be a good deal. Even also, it costs like not much. I guess like 6 credits. Oh, I take it back. It's good. But still, like, having to sacrifice an agenda is not something he wants to do again. So that Archer stays here for now. And after some drawing with Jackson Howard, he has to discard a lot.
A run of R&D.
And I'm exploiting the fact that R&D is non-protected, running on R&D again, scoring the Atlas. René is a bit pissed about this. And
He should be.
I'm able to bounce something. And this is a good question. I kind of want to keep the curtain wall there, but yeah, like, we got to get rid of the curtain wall for now.
Yeah, so I guess the oversight thing didn't necessarily matter in the end.
Trashing the Grenell refinery. Running for a 3rd time. Scoring again. And bouncing the 2nd card. Alright, Leela's being awesome. Running for the 4th time. Misgriping the cards and nothing. So yeah, that's the power of Leela right there. He's left with just 1 card.
That is just rude, sir. Rude.
So he installs something in front of R&D. Oversight say another curtain wall. Wants to get this money. He's really struggling with money right now. He's just at 4 credits. That's not unusual. That's very unusual for Blue Sun.
It's not on.
You want to be. And now I'm saying, like, man, René, I have to do something mean to you right now. I'm sorry about this.
What could you do that's meaner than this?
I'm preempting it by I'm sorry about this, but now this is happening. There's a fairy. I'm breaking the archer with the fairy.
Oh,
the archer gets trashed. I'm accessing his HQ.
All right, I guess you do need to apologize for that because that is rude.
That's going to be rude. And then I'm simultaneously think emergency shutdown on that curtain wall.
Oh my god. Who needs spoon or fork when you got all this?
When you got Leela, all you need is Leela.
Man,
delicious.
You are something else.
Yeah, that was. René thought he would stabilize eventually, but nope.
But not what? Not on my watch.
Not on my watch. So I successfully prevented him taking back the curtain wall, getting this 14 credits boost. Man. So he cannot scorch me. He's really in bad spot. He has to double ice R&D just to keep me out for this turn.
He, if anybody ever wanted to know how to play against Blue Sun, I think that this is probably a good archetypal game. I'm
lucky with my draws, I have to say. I'm running on the HQ. He has to rest the Hive. Running on R&D, he can't rest anything anymore. But there's nothing there. And he uses Jackson. He asked me if he may look at the top card to see what I saw there. And I allow it.
Man, I allow it. Such a nice boy.
And he's really under pressure right now. Leela is just causing... Like, the funny thing is, like, I had to... Because he rests the Hive on HQ, he wasn't able to rest the Ice at the start of R&D. He's really struggling as if it's the first turn.
Yeah. Oh, Blue Sun. You have such an obvious weakness, but it's so hard for the runner to exploit that weakness.
A Blue Sun has its reign, but then it ends.
If you stop Blue Sun just a few times from picking up that damn card, Blue Sun, which relies so heavily on tons of money, is shut down.
It's difficult. Although even the Hive is really good showstopper right now. And then I'm running again on the HQs. So this was a fun thing because I ran on Jackson to make him shuffle his R&D. So I will see another card on top of R&D.
Forward thinking,
but it didn't help me.
No you agenda. Also, sir, are RNG locked.
Well, the RNG was gracious to me. I got 3 points already. I'm happy with that. And he just gets 3 monies. He doesn't get back the Hive because he would expect the same kind of shenanigans happening next turn. I'm running on the R&D, and this time, man, look at this, how happy René is raising that Enigma in my face, making me lose the credit. Finally, he's down to 0 credits, but finally he stopped the assault of Leela. Leela has to rethink her strat. She's at 4 credits. There's rethinking going on. Will Kati's delivery service help here?
Kati. And the thing that makes me happy right now is that the last game that you and I worked through was the most controversial game we have ever posted.
Oh, which one?
The one with the German champ.
Oh yeah, that was a very controversial game. Yes,
yes. Man, people got mad.
And that also had a Leela in there. So I bring out the Rex and run on the R&Ds again and break the Enigma with the Rex. No problem. Not even spending credit. No, spending 1 credit for this. But that card on top of R&D is nothing. Doing a lot of assault on R&D even with so little credits.
So the reason I brought that up is that
have you seen that very that was very subtle.
So the reason I bring it up is that I have been very happy to see that you guys haven't been playing at store championship speed.
What?
Because that was the whole reason that the other game had problems, because the guy was going way too fast.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of thinking going on. I mean, these are very simple turns, very little ice on board, very little breakers on board. This is some really nice dancing around each other with Netrunner. Very little credits involved on both sides. This is a kind of Netrunner I really enjoy. Like, this very strategic, what will I do next kind of thing.
Hands slowly going down his back.
And I didn't even know you could bounce. And I'm getting credits running again. Seeing a card, nothing. Slowly running out of Rex credits here. But seeing all the cards that René will draw. René slowly stabilizing here at 4 credits now. We know the inner ice on R&D is the curtain wall, right?
Correct.
And then he slowly starts building a remote server. René getting bold. I mean, HQ is defended right now. I won't get through that hive. Ooh, trashing the curtain wall. And oh, now he is protecting the R&D. I'm gonna warn everybody who is like cringe sensitive. I'm gonna give a cringe warning because I run on R&D right now.
Trigger
and he's like no res, and I don't have the credits to pump the Rex here, so he just locks me out. I wanted him to res the outer ice, but I didn't have the credits to go through the ice behind it, so yeah, okay, so I just get 3 credits and tuck my tail behind my legs.
Cringing so hard right now, bro.
And here we see a beautiful stabilize by René here with a hedge fund, so now things are looking up. He still, I think, can't res the curtain wall, but the curtain wall is gone already. He already over-installed it. And now the game slowly starts slipping away from my fingers. Just drawing a lot of cards here. I really enjoy how I draw a lot of cards. Usually something that players don't do, I feel. Something I also
especially as the runner, because it costs something.
Yeah, and you feel like, you know, maybe I can figure something out, maybe I can run something, but sometimes, you know, the answers are in your deck. And in fact, this time around we see a lucky find in my deck, and I play it to get the monies up. He gets back the hive finally. He needs the money. He will attempt something now. And we see an install. He's actually at 14 credits. He is in curtain wall range. And installing over that ice. Okay, no longer curtain wall range.
Goodness.
And installing in that server. What would you do now, Nick?
Well, I mean, at this point, the tables have turned on you, and he is now stabilizing. So you need to figure out how to do something that would destabilize him in some way, shape, or form. And I think that you've sort of done a good job of that, because he's now at 3 credits. He can't really do much else.
Installed a ferry run on that server. He has to defend it with a Hadrian's Wall here, but it cost him a lot of money. So I got a run on his hand, but see as
So I
source,
but exactly what you just did.
And I de-res that Hadrian's Wall here, and so he's down to 3 credits. He can score out a government takeover.
Man, you are just the rudest man.
I'm so rude right now. It's amazing. But no, it's not a government takeover. It's a hostile takeover. So he gets up some money, but he also get a bad pup. And I'm because he scored something, I bounce back a card. So now R&D has only this stupid ice defended here, but because he pre-advanced the hostile takeover, he has the clicks to install an ice over R&D. That's kind of like the thing that Leela forces you into. It kind of forces you to score slowly, so that you still have 1 click left to put back the ice that was bounced.
But the ice that was bounced.
The bouncy
That's a good
ice.
term.
Running on the R&Ds, but this time around there is a Data Raven here, and I gotta fear that he has a Scorch play here. I still don't have my Plascrete, and you remember Falk. Do you remember Falk?
You know, that's the thing about this deck, is like, it really doesn't care that you are running all over him. All he needs is, what, like 8 credits?
Yeah.
And you're dead?
6 credits more than I do have, yes. That's usually the case, but he doesn't have too many credits right now. I mean, he can get back some credits to the ice, but it's still not that much, and I still have more than he does. So I exploit the fact that I have access to his HQs, run 2 times on his HQ, 3 times on his HQ even, and René does this funny thing. He waits for me to throw my dice, and then he shuffles the cards.
That's good. You should be freaking taking advantage of your weakness that you show every time you access.
So I'm forced to throw the dice hidden from him, so he doesn't know exactly what I will pick. But sometimes I pick a different number. I don't always believe in my dice. So all those runs on HQ weren't very successful. He doesn't. Oh, and there's a curtain wall thing now going on right now. He's down to 1 credit, but that curtain wall, it's going to be difficult for me to prevent this because this is on HQ. Oof. Can I pull off the third miller? That's like the 3rd or 4th time I'm doing this right now, right?
Yes.
Can Leela pull off another miracle?
Do you believe in miracles?
You're 16. Drawing a card, second click. Oh, what will we do right now? Drawing a card. Playing Kati Jones. Kati's delivery service is in place. Clicking Kati. Think I will have to go for a long game here. There is too much of a threat of a Scorched Earth, and I still don't see my Plascrete. Finally, he succeeds in getting his
oh, that's true. You do have Plascretes. Uh-oh.
I actually don't have Plascretes in my deck. This is a hedge fund here right now, and he installed and advanced something. So yeah, this is going to be a score if I ever saw one.
Suddenly, everything's looking crazy.
Yeah, suddenly the everything is coming up, René. Everything's coming up, Blue Sun. I was able to postpone it, but I wasn't able to prevent it. So I just believe in my cards, I draw more cards, and need to find the answers to whatever René is doing here right now. And of course, if he tries to score this, I will be able to bounce something, that's always a cool thing. I get out the security testing. His archives are not protected, so I have still plenty of venues to make money with security testing. And René will be probably more focused on scoring this card right now.
You know, you could let him score. Let him score so that you can start to access more things.
But we already saw that René is already pre-advancing cards. So I assume that this is an Atlas. Or maybe that's a bait. Maybe that's just a Grendel Refinery.
The old Grendel Refinery bait.
Yeah. Oh, he advances once. Very slow advance. Difficult to read this right now, because Leela forces the corporation to do very unusual advancement tricks. There's a short question here because there was a very weird situation. I can't explain. It's like there was a store, but we weren't actually playing at the store, but at like an office next to the store because it was Sunday and wasn't supposed to be open on a Sunday. Difficult thing. Game It.
So that came into question?
No, somebody was going out and we had no keys for the room we were in. So that was weird. So we had to like exchange cell phone numbers so they can
get.
Yeah, the logistics
was daunting. That's kind of a sketchy. It's a bit sketchy.
Yeah, it was a bit sketchy. Yeah. But so anyway, I'm doing the security testing thing. I'm getting 2 credits on the archives. Of course, now I already did a successful run, so he can scorch me. But apparently, he's not doing it. Alright, so this is the credits. Drawing a card. Crash Space! There we go! That's my Scorched Earth. I mean, Plascrete. I'm not playing Plascrete, I'm playing Scorched Earth. God damn it! God damn it! I'm playing Crash Space. There we go.
Use your words. Use your words.
My words are okay. We see advanced, and that is a double advanced Project Atlas. No, once advanced Project Atlas. And I can bounce something, and he still has a click free to reinstall it. I'm bouncing the outer ice here, so at least if he reinstalls it, he has to pay credit for it. Not looking good, but at least that Crash Space makes him like he cannot double scorch anymore. He has to spend at least 1 click to trash the Crash Space after he does the Sea Source. So that offers me some protection at least. I have to watch out not to go below 4 cards though.
But at this point, I guess that, I mean, you haven't had a need to play a card in a while. You've had those 2 cards out for quite some time.
Getting the 2 credits for the security testing here and running on, thinking about, I'm not sure, it's a very difficult situation right now. Drawing a card. Cards are life, is what I'm saying right now. I'm running on R&D. Breaking the Data Raven with the Fairy, getting a tag, breaking the...
Wow, you're going for broke right now.
Breaking the Enigma with a thing, and yes, scoring 3 points.
Oh my god!
On a whim, baby, on a whim. And then a last click is I remove the tag with the crash space. And René just can't believe it. It's like so much luck. It's not possible. It's like, oh, what are you doing here?
I was gonna say that was
pretty good. That was a pretty good snipe right there.
You have some amazing conies.
You know, that's what I say. That's why people say you gotta give yourself a chance. I gave myself a chance, and I was rewarded by the RNG right now.
Yeah, your RNG luck has ended.
RNG luck has ended indeed. So now I'm 1 point away from victory, and René is really looking a bit nervous. He does have Astro token, Atlas token, so he can get a Scorched Earth if he needs it. But the crash space really kind of like puts a wrench in that plan, and I am loading up my Kati Jones with some credits right now, so I am preparing a final assault. I'm at 7 credits, so that's already good.
Yeah.
Really difficult for René to do something about this. He's rich as hell, but he doesn't really have a good scoring server. It's really difficult.
So this game's coming around. I'm coming around to how great this game is.
It's good, isn't it? It's like difficult to see how it ends. I mean, I'm up in points, so it seems like I'm amassing an offense here. But René seems to, you know, slowly recovering somehow. That run on R&D was a one-off thing. I cannot do this every turn. So René installs an ice, installs something in that server. What will he do? What will he do? And he installs something more in front of R&D because he doesn't want to lose to some random RNG thing again.
No kidding.
And I'm getting 2 credits of the archives because of my security testing, and he just still can't get over it how lucky I was right there.
Say, you know, I just knew.
The funny thing is, like, he saw so many cards of my R&D, and this was like this annoying random draw for me right now. Of course, I did so many runs on R&D before, so it, you know, like in the grand scale of things, we still have to, you know, calculate my R&D access chances, but but yeah, I have to admit that was a very random lucky draw. Anyways, put Kati Jones at 12 credits right now. He advances that card in the server once and twice. Uh-oh. Is that the agenda now?
Uh-oh.
We know that he has something like Granular Refinery, so this could be a Granular Refinery.
But it could also be that final agenda.
All right, Kati Jones getting a Kati Jones credits. Shit is about to get real. Femme Fatale for Kati Jones credits, playing it raw. Femming the outer ice. 3rd click. Run. René is thinking about this. Uh-oh.
Femme fatal.
There's a lot of thinking going right now, but he's calculating how much money I have. I have shit ton of money. How much is that? 5, 7, 12. Oh, it's too lot. Too much. 18 or something. And he rests the 2nd ice, which is the archer here, which I break with a Femme Fatale. And I'm calculating how much credits it will take to break with a Femme Fatale. It's very expensive to break an archer with a Femme Fatale. I can totally tell you. It will cost me most of my credits. I do have the credits, though. And René is like not even, he's giving me the hand because that was indeed the agenda here. He doesn't even wait for me to do the maths. This was indeed the cleaners here that he had inside there. Game over. GG, Nick. GG.
Well done, sir.
Wow. Wasn't that as did I promise too much?
I don't think you promised enough.
That's what you always say, Nick. That's what you always say.
Because I am a polite man.
You are. No, I think I really like this game. It was like a very nice, aggressive Leela begin. Of course, we can you know, always say that maybe René like this first oversight AI on Archer was against the criminal was a bit bold because criminals always have the ferry.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was a good idea. I think like that kind of move should have bolstered something else. But you know, I mean, this could have worked out for him so well, and it just went south for him. And of course, I had like this beautiful, very lucky access off top of R&D, so that was a really good thing for me as well. Nevertheless, like very nice aggressive Leela start.
Well, I think that René, which of you has been playing longer?
Difficult to tell. I think René has been playing longer, but I have been playing more often.
Because I would say that the mistakes that René made, kind of overextending himself too early, and the Archer, would show that he either isn't playing enough, or I don't know.
Maybe René wasn't just not a good mood after this NEH game. And of course, we're going to see some more games with René in the future, and he will definitely
redeem.
He will do good. He will do much better than I do in most tournaments. So we're going to see René in the future hacking the planet!
Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
You better, René.
Shit on me.
That game was pretty enjoyable.